All right, man. Torture Talk, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, everybody. 12 o'clock. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. Thing don't want to work sometimes. Good afternoon. Let me move this thing out the way. Keep it look structured. Good afternoon, y'all. How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody's good, man. Hope everybody's great. I hate the grays. People told me they like it. I can't stand it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I got my hair done. You know what I'm saying? The king is back. You know what I'm saying? No more curls. I love the curls though. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like what's the dude name? Lloyd. I felt like Lloyd. Is it boy? I say I don't know what song what's say Lloyd. I forget the song he sang. I know Lloyd that he don't did he sing You Should Let Me Love You? I don't think he sings that song. It's somebody else that sings that. I don't know. I think he do sing that. I think he do. I think he do. Young Lloyd. Oh man. So look, man, today's episode, we're gonna be talking about Joe Buttons has said some things about this stadium tour that Kendrick is doing. And one of the co-hosts broke down why Drake can't do it. And I thought this was very fascinating. So before I get into that, legendary spill, torture talk. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, Cash App is in the description and call me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 12,000, 13,000. You know what I'm saying? And let me know where you from. I'm from the kingdom of wherever I want to say yet. But let me know what kingdom you're from. You know what I'm saying? Let me know the kingdom you're from. Also, too, whoever has the best comment, please put your Cash App, if you have Cash App, only Cash App, at the top, then put your comment. You know what I'm saying? And I will bless you on Friday. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a weekly thing. I might make this an every Friday thing. I might. But as of right now, I'm gonna see how it goes. So put your Cash App at the top. And then yeah, I will Cash App you for commenting a great comment. So let's get into it, man. We back to discuss. All right, man. So look, we're gonna get into this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Well, one, it's not many rappers that can do a stadium tour, even with support. Like that's a very short list. It's a different world from an arena tour. So just the fact that he's pulled off a stadium tour is commendable. It's a very, very, very short list. Eminem, Travis Scott,
Beyonce.
I'm saying rappers. Rappers.
Drake, Kanye.
No, Drake can't do a stadium tour.
Really?
Yeah. Drake has never done a stadium. And I find that very fascinating that Drake has never done a stadium. And I'm starting to believe, and I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I'm starting to believe that Drake isn't as big as I thought he was. I think with Drake is more of manufactured popularity. Now, again, he has some songs and he is all over everything. Don't get me wrong, and he has a lot of streams. But the irony of him going after UMG when he is one of the major people that benefited from this whole thing, it's crazy to me. I just think it's so crazy that he's doing that. But no rappers have really done that. Stadium tours without a musician. There's really only two people that do it without any help. And that's The Weeknd and Taylor Swift. Now, we talk about the rock bands. That's something different. But The Weeknd and Taylor Swift are probably the only artists that do stadiums, American artists. Well, The Weeknd is Canadian, so, but he's always in LA, so shout out to The Weeknd. I think that that's the case. The Weeknd and Taylor Swift, but let's see what they say.
Yes, really.
I mean,
why you think that?
Not discounting right now, but
No, period. Why hasn't he done one?
That don't mean he can't, because he didn't.
Yeah, you kind of.
You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. Nah. We ain't playing this game. We not playing this. Oh, that doesn't mean he can't. We ain't playing this game. It's a reason why Drake hasn't done stadiums, bro. Now, we don't know. But you can't sit here and say that a stadium tour is not an arena. It's totally different. It's totally different. I don't know. Maybe he's afraid to do stadiums. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to pay certain fees. I don't know. But you can't do that. You can't say just because he didn't do it doesn't mean he can't. No, bro. Drake's been in this. He's been in this for all this time. I'm talking years and years. And you're telling me that this man hasn't done a stadium? He hasn't done a stadium. And on top of that, there's something else that a lot of people are missing. And that's coming up in the next video that I think a lot of people ain't probably going to be pretty surprised about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Drake. And I know people are going to say, well, that could be taken 2 different ways, but you'll see. Y'all see.
Money if you can, but because of the money. I just thought he could. I thought Drake was the kind of the bottom, like the
dog. Jay-Z can't do a stadium tour.
That's true. That's true.
Rappers, it's hard. Kendrick, you see, he had to go. Eminem did a stadium tour with Rihanna. So again, stadium seats are different. We talk about an arena that holds 18,000 to a stadium, depending on how the stage is done, anywhere from 50 to 80,000 people.
That's crazy.
It's apples and oranges. So when somebody say stadium tour, it's a big deal. So it's like a 21 city stadium tour next year.
How do they predict that he will sell out the stadium tour? What do they gauge this off of? Because he could just do this tour and
yeah, I don't know how they would gauge that either. How they would gauge how he would sell. I guess when they drop the tickets, I know today I tried to buy a ticket and I was in queue. I was behind 15,000 people. I didn't even get a chance to even buy the ticket. I was like, you know what? I'm cool. Because you have to wait. And I think if you go off, they push you back. But I was behind 15,000 people to get a ticket.
That's just SZA, right? He said he's doing it with SZA?
Yeah.
But how do we know that he's going to put ass in seats?
Well, if they didn't think he wouldn't put ass in seats, they would have had him at an arena tour. They wouldn't have took it up. They wouldn't have took it up the stage.
It's a projection. They're projecting that.
Yeah, that's any tour.
All tours projection.
All tours projection.
I know. I got it.
How many tour dates is it?
21.
21, something like that.
I'm not going to say that Drake is not, what are we talking about, stadium tour. Stadium act. Let's deal with facts. He hasn't done one yet.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's why I would.
I will say this. I'm definitely not going to say that Drake is not a stadium act. Drake is one of the biggest artists in the world. So obviously, he can do stadiums. I just think that maybe he just didn't want to do it. And I have to agree with what's the name on that one. I have to. Because now that I think about it, maybe is a reason why he didn't do it. But you can't use that in an argument now and saying that. But at the same time, I mean, I know I kind of sound like a hypocrite right now, but it is what it is. Like, because sometimes you think about stuff in a conversation and you think about it and you can't really settle on one thing. And when it comes to this whole thing with Drake and the stadium thing, it has to be a reason why he didn't do it. I'm just going to leave it at that. It has to be a reason why he hasn't done it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be.
If the nigga did 6 shows straight at Madison Square Garden, I don't know what it looks like if he tries to do a stadium tour, 1, and 2, I don't know that he's just trying to circumvent the fees that come along with stadium tours. I don't know. Again,
But I will say this. I don't think he can do a stadium tour now, though. I don't think he can do it now. I think now it's going to be bad for him for a little while. I think, and I think a lot of people don't understand, but this is what Kendrick Lamar has done to Drake. It's not good. He's looking real bad out here right now, like real bad. And on top of that, he hasn't released any music that was any good. I mean, No Face was okay, but a couple of songs at least was okay, but there wasn't nothing that was like, oh man, this is it. And on top of that, Kendrick is releasing more music. So even if he was to try to do a stadium tour, to me, it wouldn't even, I don't think that, I don't know. I don't think that 80,000, was it 50,000 to 80,000 people would want to see Drake in any of these cities. Maybe in certain cities, but not all. But we'll see how this pans out, man. Let's go.
And above my pay grade. But it is a flex that Kendrick is doing stadium tours, one, and doing the stadium in Toronto.
June 12th.
June 12th. Whew. The biggest venue in Toronto that Drake has never done.
The Rogers Center.
Yeah, that's crazy. It didn't hit me until this morning. I realized that he is doing something in Toronto. Now, here's what you see. Here's what you see if people mess with him more than they mess with Drake. First of all, obviously, if you're doing an arena tour, what's going to happen is now everybody, they're coming to buy tickets to see you. And on top of that, you give them enough time to where all these Jones are going to get sold out. Because everybody's going to want to see Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is like, how would I say this? He's like, Kendrick Lamar is like he's like a novelty. He's like how would I say this? He is something that you rarely get a glimpse of. He's like a Prince type of figure, like a Michael Jackson type figure right now. You don't really see him. You don't really know too much what's going on. He's such a incognito type of person that you just don't know what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, to people, that's very fascinating. A lot of people like that. They like the fact that he's just like, he's a mystery. You know what I'm saying? People just they want to see that. And on top of that, he's all about the music. Everything he does, he addresses it through music. And most artists don't do that. They address everything how they feel through social media posts and stuff like that. He does it through the music. So a lot of people, even in Canada, they are looking at this guy as like, oh my God, Kendrick. Oh, they like Drake. Drake. People like Drake. But Drake is the ordinary star. Kendrick is that star that you rarely see. He's like a comet. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see this one. You know what I'm saying? Drake, that star is always there. And he's always all over the place. This one here, special. It's crazy.
Rogers.
What's that, where the Argonauts play?
Who the hell are the Argonauts?
You a fucking Argonaut, man.
Who the fuck is that?
What the hell?
This,
You got to flex on us.
Is that where?
Lil Mel don't know the Argonaut
No,
is.
that's
Don't
it's
look
where the
it up.
Raptors play.
No, it's not.
No.
No?
You just be my girl.
Yo, Mel just
This is my girl. This is my girl, man. You just have been blending in your whole life. Just,
Who the fuck plays there?
what a fucking chameleon.
The Toronto Blue Jays play there.
Oh, gotcha.
Really?
Yes. That's where
Okay,
that's the Rogers Center.
Yes,
Sorry.
Matt Kemp never played for the Toronto Blue Jays.
That was great.
Yeah, drink your shit, girl. Go ahead.
Yo, you gotta love Melissa Ford, man. I absolutely love Melissa Ford. Out of everybody I would want to meet, I actually met Queen's Flip before, I met him at he used to do these joints called the Quiet Room, and I went to one of them. I went to one where I think I can't remember the two battlers, but I definitely did. But I used to watch them all the time. One of my favorite ones was if y'all like battle rap, look up this one. It's called Tank the Demon versus Dub the Phenom. And they put them in like a room and they battled, and there was no crowd, and they just battled. That was great. That battle was crazy. Oh my God, that was a great battle. One of the best battles I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the thing about Melissa Ford is I would love to meet her. I would love to meet Melissa Ford. I met Joe one time, but it was actually at a concert. It was at one of his shows. So I didn't really get the chance to really shake his hand and like that. But I was there. He was talking to somebody, and I was standing right there. But I never met him like, yo, shook his hand. Joe Buttons is probably one of my favorite rappers of all time. I have all his music, everything he ever done to the last thing he's done. You know what I mean? I even have the freestyle he done. The last freestyle, he was trying to be a little bit political, which is kind of fire. But yeah, I would love to meet Melissa Ford. I would love to meet her. You know what I'm saying? Even if I could just meet her on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to interview her. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep it going.
She don't give a fuck.
No, I don't care.
I thought they replaced. Okay, never mention them.
What do we think that's going to be? Anything? I'm sick of it. I want to go back to talking about Kendrick with Kendrick and Drake with Drake.
Same.
I'm tired of the conversations intermingling now.
Everything's got to be really.
That's never going to happen. It's already ingrained in people now. This will always be a fight forever. These dudes will never end. This will never end. The only way this will end is if one of them stops doing music, period. This is never going to end. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, if I'm Drake, you might as well just keep on taking shots at this point, because Kendrick is going to keep on stepping on your neck. No matter what you do, he's just going to constantly come at you. Because when it comes to Kendrick, right now it's up and it's stuck. Because I think that Drake, you crossed the line, and Kendrick's like, nah. Before I take a truce, I'm taking him to hell with me. And I totally believe that he's like that when it comes to Drake. Because you got to understand, Drake is that guy in the movie who you don't know he's the bad guy until the end of the movie. Oh, no. He's the guy in the movie, right? Drake's the guy in the movie that the whole time you think he's the good guy, and then you turn around, he stab you. Why? How could you? Because the whole time I was playing the part. How could you? That's Drake. He's the guy that stabs you in the movie after you thought he was the good guy the whole time. Stab you right real smooth, and he put it in slow too. That's Drake. And I see Kendrick like, nah, I ain't gonna let you be the one to do that. Hell no.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, over for that. Bro. And then that brings in stand culture from both sides, which I'm sick of. I'm just sick of that.
I'm very tired of
now, mind you, if it's gonna stay like that, then I'm down.
It's staying, bro. It's staying like that. This is. Yeah, it's gonna be there. Big and Pac, Jay and Nas to an extent.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're married at this point.
This is way worse than Hov and Nas.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of
the internet. Then.
You can't say one name without the other being.
This might be the worst one ever.
Yeah, the internet's the time where the internet. Stand culture.
Well, second.
Second.
Well, I got Biggie and Pac first. Well,
I will say, not even the worst. I honestly would say this is the greatest battle to me. As far as timing of it and how fast it happened, but this is basically Kendrick Lamar's. Even though he was Kendrick Lamar, this is the evolution of what hip hop, the new version of hip hop, and I said that here first. This is the evolution of new hip hop. Understand, Kendrick Lamar is the creator of new hip hop. And I coined that term, nobody else. So if y'all see that, hashtag that, make sure you put Torture Talk, TT, or whatever. But you make sure you put that. I said that. Kendrick Lamar has created new hip hop. This is the age of new hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. So let's keep it going.
Obviously, they both died.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's 1B.
Yeah, I think when Jay and Nas was going at it,
they said,
fam, niggas was leaving their jobs. I remember this. Niggas left their job and was sitting outside in the cars because Flex and them said they had some new Jay-Z shit. Niggas was in their car. Like,
now, I will say that I get what he's saying about the Jay and Nas thing. Jay and Nas, they both from New York. They was fighting for the King of New York. Some people say Jay won because he signed Nas. Some people say that Nas won because of Ether. That was a very good battle. I just don't think that this one lines up the same. This one lines up differently because, and this is the reason why I think these guys, this is why Kendrick and Drake battle was the greatest battle of all time. It took them 10 years to get to this point. The lead up to this was like watching the Marvel movies. You know what I'm saying? And they fighting at the end, fighting Thanos at the end. That's what this was to me. That's why this is the greatest battle of all time. Because you knew the tension was there. Everybody knew the tension was there. But no one spoke of it. No one said anything. And then eventually, Kendrick was like, you know what? I'm tired of playing with you, Doug. I'm tired. You're going to keep on taking these shots, and I'm going to make you rap now. I'm going to make you come outside. And it happened. So, but let's keep it going. Got a little more to that.
Went outside in corporate America. Me and my man sitting in the car like.
Man, I was mad as hell. I was sat by the radio for Super Ugly.
Word.
I was mad about it.
Because they
said to do, keep your hook. Okay, idiot. Stupid.
All right, now I would say this about Super Ugly. It wasn't that bad though. Super Ugly actually was okay. I like Super Ugly. You know what I'm saying? I like Super. I think was that the one where he used the same beat as Got Yourself a Gun? Or it was similar to that beat. I don't know if he used the same beat. It was similar. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't no Ether. But I can make an argument that Ether and Takeover is about the same. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. See, I used to always think that Ether was so much better than Takeover. But now that I go back and listen to both of them, Takeover had the same impact to me. Now, if I was to hear it now, the same impact. If I had to give somebody, I would slightly give the edge to Nas, Ether. I think the reason why Takeover, if I had to choose out of the two, if I had to say, well, what would I say that was better on the side of Jay, was the beat. The Takeover beat was way better than the Ether beat. But the Ether beat was scary. The Takeover beat obviously is the Doors. We know who the Doors are. And Kanye West, I believe, made that beat. And it just like Jay set it off, and he didn't play. He came, and he put it out there. He started that. Nas comes back with. I think Nas had another song over the over the Rakim beat. Thinking of a Master Plan. I think Nas did something, and that's when he dissed Jay in that joint. And I think that's when Jay came with Ether, and then Nas came with, Jay came with, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how the order went, but I know Nas did Got Yourself a Gun, and everybody thought that was, and then woke up this morning, I hope you got yourself a gun, and then Jay did Take Over or whatever, or Jay already did Take Over already, I believe, and then Nas came back with those songs. But yeah, that was a classic era. But I don't have this over that. Nah, I think Kendrick's 4 songs are better than all of those songs. And I'm not capping. I really believe that Kendrick's 4 songs, you can make an argument, is better than all the Jay-Z diss songs, all the Pac diss songs, all the Nas diss songs, all the Biggie diss songs. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But we're gonna stop it there. And yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, we don't really know. I will say, like, I don't really see Drake doing any tours. I mean, he's doing a tour, but I don't know what's going to happen with this whole legal thing. I don't know. Some people saying he's doing this on purpose. Who knows with Drake? You never know. And I got some other videos coming up where Drake is actually still talking crazy to Kendrick, still saying things to Kendrick. And I just think at this point, he need to just get back in the booth because him doing antics. I mean, then again, you know what? Keep on doing antics. Keep on doing antics. I'll just keep making videos. It's all good. It's all good, dog. Keep on doing them antics, dog. Keep on. I just keep making videos of it. You know what I'm saying? And keep breaking it down. Keep on. But in all seriousness, I don't know if at this point in his career, if Drake can actually do any stadiums right now, because he ain't on good terms with a lot of people. So either way, man. And on top of that, this is going to be a successful tour. I definitely think him going to Toronto is going to be successful. Everything's going to be successful. Kendrick is going to be the GOAT. It is what it is. And yeah, man. Thank y'all for joining me. 6 o'clock show is coming up. Love y'all. Yesterday show, the 6 o'clock show actually came out at 4. I clicked the wrong thing. And I put it out at 4. It was supposed to come out at 6. But I clicked the wrong one. I just realized that it came out early. So, but I'll make up for it. I'm going to actually drop 2 extra episodes today. I'm going to actually drop another episode. I got the 50 Cent episode coming up talking about Drake. And I got a 6 o'clock episode. Y'all going to get an extra episode today. All right. See y'all. Peace. Bye. Bye.